So first off, 3.1 Twitter profile. That is it right there. The one that's highlighted, the smallest but most commonly seen photo on your Twitter page. So you want to use an image that is a square. This is because it is represented as a square on Twitter, and you don't want critical details cut out on either side. 48 by 48 pixels is the average display size of your image on Twitter, which means it's most commonly seen at 48 by 48 pixels around the side. This means two things. A, it is square, and B, it is very small. Therefore, you need a simple and symbolic representation of your business or personal profile to use as your profile picture. The largest your image will be displayed will be 500 by 500 pixels. This is the recommended upload for your image, because if it is not 500 by 500, it'll have to stretch to fit the 500 by 500 when someone clicks on your profile image. Okay, so there are two recommendations I'll make, depending on if you are a personal account or a business account. If you're a personal account, I recommend that your profile photo is a close, clear photo of you. If you are a business or product, I recommend that you use the logo of your business or product, providing the logo is simple. So let's have a closer look if you are a personal account. You should use a clear photo of just you, no group photos. You want users to identify who you are in the photo and know who is running your page. You want to be the focus of the image for the same reasons, and you want to stand relatively close to the camera so they can actually see your face and get a sense of who you are from your photo. Here are a couple of examples of how not to have a profile photo look like. The first one on the left, it is a group photo and it is very high detail. This is currently displayed twice as big as it will be displayed on Twitter. And as you can see, it's hard to identify who is the owner of the account, and it's hard to actually get an understanding of what they are like from a photo like this. The second photo is just strange. It is obviously zoomed in too close on this girl's face, and it has the same problems as the first. You don't get an understanding of what this person is like, and it is quite unprofessional. The third has a thick border, which minimizes the actual space you can use for your actual photo, which this girl has washed over with a filter of some form. Again, I recommend against this just because you don't get a true sense of what the person is like. And on the right is, I think this is actually a joint account, which is okay to have two people, but as you can see, they're just too far away from the camera to get a sense of the characters of these individuals. These are 4 images of what I recommend that you should do. As you can see, they are all bright and colored and also very clear, and it is evident of the personality of each individual. The one on the left, we have a side profile, which works very well. And as you can see, although it has flowers in the background, it's been blurred out and is not highly detailed. Second image, this man is looking straight into the camera. He's nice and close. He has a fedora on. It reveals some of his character, and it is a warm, friendly image. You get a good vibe. You get a good understanding of this guy's character. The third is also very good. It is more body than the others, but his face is still very recognizable. You get a sense from his shirt and tie that it is a more business-oriented account, and he's a professional in whatever industry he is in. And on the right is another really good, clear, up-close photo that portrays this lady's character. Okay, if you are a business account, I highly recommend you limit your color palette to just 2 or 3 colors maximum. This is in order to get an overall continuity to your profile and maintain simplicity at the same time. Now, the key to doing this in your profile image is to use a symbolic representation of your business, which is normally a logo, but in some cases, you'll even need to simplify this logo further. If you have a complex logo, if If you have a slogan in your logo, I highly recommend taking it out and keeping it as simple as possible. So here are 4 what not to do's. The first has a slogan in there, which at 48 by 48 pixels will be ridiculously hard to read and just adds clutter to the image. The second is a highly detailed, or it's a foreground to the image, as well as a sign with a little symbol here and welcome to, very small writing. You will not be able to distinguish that. It just adds more and more clutter. I would actually just blow up this Aylesby grapevine and use those 2 words as your entire profile photo. This one was not a square, so things have been cut off. You can also see it's a little bit pixely in here, and I am not a fan of this bright red color. It looks a little bit spammy. On the right, there are just a lot of words. 48 by 48, you're not going to be able to read them, and even the little detailed man down here with a face, it's going to be super hard to see, and it's just going to look cluttered and messy. Here are a couple of what to do examples. You may recognize some of these bigger brands because they do it the best. As you can see, every single logo has only 2 colors. Using just these 2 colors, they have given a symbolic representation of their business. As you can see on the left, using black and white, Nike have just used the swoosh, which is very recognizable, very simple, and very easy to look at, even if the photo is twice as small as it is here. Mashable, they maintain their this light blue color, which is a big theme of their website, and they put just the little M and an off center down here, and it looks very effective. This one here is Twitter Brazil's logo, which is the green and gold for Brazil, and it's just this simple, very low detailed silhouette of the Twitter bird. And this one here is conversation.edu. This is just a speech bubble, and again, it's just a symbolic representation of the conversation, but it's very recognizable, very rememberable, very easy to remember, and it's easy to build from these pictures to have a continuity on your profile page.